Good morning, and we continue our honeymoon missions challenges today. My name is Barry Craig, aka 4Card Magic on the GGPoker network. We're playing on Natural8, and we're going into the second half of our honeymoons missions challenges. So let's see what we have today. Russian cash, play 200 hands. Okay, so I just checked with Natural8 support, and they say we can play Omaha or Hold'em. So we'll start off with some Hold'em, and so we just hit Russian cash and we'll get straight into the action. Okay, we'll just play small stakes for Hold'em. We'll play 2 tables, buy in for $5 each, and maybe we'll play 1 table of Omaha at the same time. So we'll buy in for the minimum at Omaha, because when we get the orange tables, it's nice to shove all in. Okay, so we start with top right, ace deuce suited. I'm just going to move myself across here. Okay, that's much better, much cozier for us. Okay, I'll definitely check with the intention of calling. I'll call the 12 cents on the bottom. Okay, and he didn't bet, so I think we have to bet. Protect our hand a little against draws. And we take the first one down. So ace 10 off suit. I'm not going to play that under the gun. We picked an up down straight draw. But let's pay more attention to the kings. Okay. I'm going to raise it 3.5 times the big blind. This is too expensive to call. Okay, I'm going to continue here. Okay, with the ace queen, I'm going to 3-bet. And I'm still going to continue on the top left table with the kings. I'll bet a little bit bigger. Yeah, about just over 2/3 of the pot. Let's see how that goes. And on the bottom we'll fold our jack 8 5 5, and that's the worst river in the deck for us. Well, we're just going to check it back on the top left, and we'll fold the top right. Yep, the worst river in the deck. Bit of a bad beat there. Okay, queen 10 in position. No, we'll just leave it. He has too many hands that dominate us, like ace queen, ace 10, king queen, king 10, queen jack. Too many hands in his range that we're fighting too much of an uphill battle. Okay, 7 deuce. We all know what to do with that. And 5-4 similarly under the gun. The ace 3 will probably just fold unless both these guys call, which is very unlikely. Okay, and just fold the ace 3. Deuce 3 we're going to fold as well, and the 8-4-4-2 we're going to fold as well. And king 3-2, we will raise under the gun, but it's only 5-handed, so it's reliable to have the strongest hand. And that board, there's no straights, there's a flush draw, so let's just get it in. Our stack to pot ratio was only 1.5. Okay, no straights or flushes have come in, so we set mine on the top right. We haven't hit. That hits his range. Do you want to run it twice? Yeah, why not? We're almost 50-50. So we win the first one and he wins the second one. Fold the deuces, fold the jack 7 suited. We'll fold the tailed 7. That's the great thing about this game. As soon as you fold, you get dealt another hand, so you can be much tighter. But bear in mind, other people are a lot tighter as well. I'm going to raise with the king, jack, jack, deuce. And I'll fold the jack 3 offsuit. Fold the king 7 offsuit. And 4-9's not a pretty hand. Jack deuce isn't either. Ace 7 up front's not great, but ace king is. So 3.5 times the blinds. We'll fold a 4-3 suited. Too early of a position to play that. Okay, and we've hit a nice flop. So we want to get value from our ace queens and ace jacks and ace tens. So we'll bet fairly big, and on the bottom we're just gonna fold. So no one had a big ace, or they would have played with us. So it wouldn't have mattered what size we bet, unless it was ridiculously small. But that would be ridiculously silly, letting silly hands draw. Okay, 10 deuce, no, and king 3 suited. We will make a small raise from the button. Jack 3 suited, we won't play. Okay, we didn't get 3 bets, so it's likely our hand is good. And range on range, we're ahead of him. That was a snap call. I'm just going to check behind. And just, can we get value? I'll bet for thin value. Bet small though. Let's see if we pick up the hand. Yes, we do indeed. It was a wonderful value bet, if I do say so myself. Okay, ace suited under the gun. We'll let that go. 3-6. We'll let that go. King 8 suited in the cutoff. Let's have what we think about that. Okay, these 200 hands are going to go by pretty fast. Let's look, see how we're doing so far. We've a quarter of the way there already, so we'll just fold the king 8. Minimize this again. And the ace 8-6 deuce, no. Fold jack 7, 7-8 suited in position. We'll have a look. You know, we've still got position, so no point in 3 betting that. So not our board. 3 cards higher than a 9. We'll give it to the under the gun raiser. Hits our range and we missed, so, or hits his range and we missed, so there's no point in, you know, throwing bad money after good, or good money after bad, depending what way you look at things. Okay, queen 3 suited. We're going to have a look here. We're getting 3.7 to 1, nearly 4 to 1 on our call. Queen 8 will fold. So we've been 3-bet small. It might be a ploy for us to 4-bet to get him to fold so he can go all in. But yeah, king with 1 suit is it's okay to get your money in. So we'll give it a go. Okay, yes, it's suited on the gun. We'll fold that, and the 2-6 and small blind definitely folding. So we're ahead of this guy, so we need to fade an ace basically. So he wants to run it twice, let's do that. So he needs a 3 or a club, so we're drawing dead. He's got the nuts on the first one, and he hits an ace on the second one. So despite being a favourite, we lose both. No problem, don't have to say sorry. But the random number generator has some answering to do for that. Okay, king 10, definitely throw a bet in here. The 5-10 suited. Yeah, we'll put a bet in here, value bet. I think we're going to continue with this. You know, 4-7 got there, 2-4 got there. It's unlikely he has those, so we'll bet quite big, take it down. Okay, probably going to fold the 4-5 unless we get some action here. 7-9 suited, we're going to fold in the hijack, it's too early. And we'll fold the ace 10, 9-5 as well. Okay, 4-5 to 3-bet, it's not worth playing. And king 10, I think we'll do the 3-bet in here. And we'll raise it up to 66. See what he has to say for himself with his button raise. Okay, queen 10, 6, 6. We've got 2 backdoor flush draws. Okay, we'll throw a little bet in, see how we go. Right, okay, we block. We have 2 6s, so we strongly block the nuts. So I'm going to increase the size of the bet. Okay, and that's not a good river for us, so I'm just going to check and fold the bet probably. He checks back. Oh, he had a flush in the river. Why isn't he value betting that? What's he scared of? Okay, Jack 10. I'm going to fold that from that position, and similarly 4-6 from the button facing a raise on the top right. We'll fold this one on the top right and this one on the top left. Wait for the next hand, not have to wait too long, and we've got better hands on both tables. We'll raise the ace jack 3 times the blinds, and we'll set mine here. So we have position. Okay, that's an interesting flop. Okay, and we'll take another card. You know, we don't want to raise because there's a guy behind us, and I think this is a prime opportunity to bluff at it. And ace jack, we'll take 1 card off with our 2 overs. We're going to float. Okay, and we take it down on the top left, and we're just going to fold on the top right. Okay, and 6-5 suited, small blind against under the gun open. It's not really worth it, unless you don't like money. Okay, and king 10 will raise from the cutoff. We've got a nice hand on the top left table, and we'll fold our queen 9-4 deuce. Okay, so I'm going to 3-bet this. Yeah, we'll raise for value. Let's see what KK Chris from Canada does. Okay, 9-7. We get 3.5 to 1 here, so let's have a peek. Okay, we've hit an up down straight draw, and we also block 7-8 of spades, which is interesting. So we might be able to, if someone bets, we might be able to check raise bluff them off a hand. Okay, I'm just going to wait and see what he does, and then maybe try a check raise bluff on the next street. Okay, and check. Okay, the down here we raise, so we will see bet here, and here I think we are going to split the pot in all likelihood. So I'm going to bet huge to try and steal it. Queen 10 suited on the gun, no, and here whatever's happening is not good. We don't have enough money to fire barrels at this, so we'll just take our free card and hopefully a 7 or 5. We'll 3-bet. We won on the top right. We'll 3-bet the ace deuce suited, and we'll fold the 3-10 suited, and we'll fold on our Omaha game. We haven't won a hand yet, I don't think, in the Omaha, but in the Hold'em we're doing all right. Okay, ace 10 offsuit. Let's raise that 3 times the blind, and deuce. See, we raised 3 times the blind because we want rid of this guy. This guy's very tight, 4% VPIP. I'm not scared of Angry Oil. I'm more scared of Betos. So what I'm going to do is hit control on the keyboard and hit fold so I can see the rest of the action. I'll just have a little look with the 2-5 diamonds on the top left. Okay, so Betos let the side down there. Okay, we'll fold Jack 4, and this doesn't hit under the gun raiser's range at all. So should we take another card off? If B-dose goes out of the hand, I think we should. Okay, let's have a look. And that's not a good card for us. Okay, now that makes it more interesting. We've got 2 pair, but there's 40 a flush on the board. He's checking back. I'm going to put a small bet in for value. Okay, he folds like a cheap suit rather quickly. Okay, Jack 6-4. No, we don't have enough money behind to make the implied odds of hitting a jack worth it there. We just need a sort of half decent hand to get it all in, and we'll fold this and check our progress. I assume we're about halfway there. Yep, just over halfway there. 55% there almost. And yes, nice suited fold, and the jacks were definitely 3-betting. His range is probably quite tight, but okay, I think we'll c-bet on this one, so we don't need to c-bet too big. It's about a third of the pot, and 9-8 offsuit. I'm just going to fold. We asked him, do you have an ace? He answered, yes, I have an ace. We'll have to take him at his word and fold. Okay, and the jacks, so we'll raise with jacks again, out of position, so we'll raise a bit larger. And we got the snap called. 8865, no. Okay. Right, we will c-bet here about just over a third of the pot and see what happens. Called, snap called. Does that mean he has like king queen or something, or a weak ace, or a flush draw? I think like king queen or a weak ace is more likely. So we'll just check. Now that was super fast check behind. Okay, I'm going to check again. I'll call a very small bet. Okay, so that's about a third of the pot. If he was bluffing with a miss flush draw, see, we block miss straight draws, you know, so like king jack, jack 10, we block a lot of those combinations. And if he was bluffing, he would probably bet bigger, so I'm just going to fold. Okay, jacks again. Jacks, we haven't done well with jacks so far. We've had it 3 times in a row and not won once, I don't think. We pick up the tiniest possible pot on the top left, top right. Okay, 10 deuce will just fold, and queen 3 will just fold, and Omaha we still haven't got a hand. King deuce off will fold, and 10-4 suited to a min raise. Let's have a look. Okay, and let's bet that. I'm going to bet full pot. Okay, reason being we block 10-9 suited. You know, he can't have 10-9 of spades. He can't have 7-4 of spades. You know, silly little hands like that. So, okay, we're going to 3-bet the ace-9 suited out of position. And let's look at the Omaha hand. It's sort of getting tempting with the odds here. And Mr. Belief, who is an 85% VPIP, it's he takes advantage of the situation, and I'm going to fold that squeeze play. Basically because our hand's rubbish. Okay, we get 3-bet by Polar Donkey. I think it's time to put a 4-bet in, and we'll go 3 times what he bet. Okay, king queen's probably good here. I'm just going to bet, and we hit a full house, and so we're going to bet small. 56. It's the sixth pot. Let's see what he does. Calls. So we're we want to line up to get the money. So we want to bet like 75. But we'll go 77, 79 cents. No, 73 cents. I like 73. You get him to call, and good. He raises, so he doesn't have many jack-jack combos. There's only one in the deck. He wouldn't probably raise with it anyway. Jack 3 doesn't make sense, so I believe we're ahead. Jack 9's possible, but unlikely. Only two combinations, so I think we're ahead. We get it in. We definitely weren't folding it, but we have to think. So he was at it. He couldn't call for the last few cents. So you got above your station, Polar Donkey. Okay, yes, you suited. We'll just call with that. We have position, so there's no point in raising to get position. Okay, we picked up an over card and a backdoor, not flush draw, backdoor straight draws. We just check it back, take the free card. Okay, there we go. We have a gut shot now. Okay, and this makes it interesting. So we would have heard from Richard 222 if there was something good. So it was this Avalon Saw we were waiting to hear from. So we probably just have to. Okay, is he taking advantage of his obvious weakness and our weakness as well? I think I'm just going to look him up this time. And that was a perfect value bet by Avalon Saw. Well played. And King 3 of diamonds. We have we'll take one off because we have the backdoor flush draw, bottom pair, so like a 3, and maybe a king would be good as well. So ace is definitely not going to be good for us. So we just get rid of that, get on with the next hand. 5-7 off suit, 10-9 suited. Okay, under the gun I don't really like it, but let's play it occasionally. See what happens. We get 3-bet, so that's a super strong hand here. So we need to hit a nice flop. We need a jack to hit our gut shot on the top right, and we'll take the free card. And okay, we just fold. And the Omaha will definitely get it in because the pot odds are so good, even though our hand could well be behind, but not necessarily. You know, he can have like ace, queen, jack 10, you know, those sort of hands. So we have one nut flush draw. So we'll take advantage of his squeeze by getting all our money in without risk of losing any extra, and with the potential of picking up a nice little pot. Okay, ace 5. Okay, I'm gonna 4-bet this. See what happens. Like we block like ace, you know, ace high hands. So we hit an ace on the flop. We have a backdoor flush draw. I see no harm in c-betting this, and we'll bet 124, which is about 40% of the pot. A quick guess. Okay, and we take it down, and here we have, certainly hits our range more than his. We've got the nut flush draw. I think we will continue in this hand for sure. especially at that size of bet. Okay, now I'm gonna put pressure on him, and we're definitely calling this. Okay, we've got an up down straight draw, and we hit the nuts on the river. And no, we didn't hit the nuts on the river. There's full houses available, so let's bet reasonable size. Okay, and in the orange pot there's an extra dollar in the middle, but we've just got the worst hand but worst position. We'll ask to run this one twice. Okay, and we're ahead at the moment. So do we want to insure it? No, we don't. Let's get it in, pure and simple, and win. Okay, we'd like more than tripled up there. Okay, we'll get a new hand here, and our mission should be in the final stages. Yes, we have 38 hands to go. Yeah, Russian cash is the most exciting poker format for me. Get lots of volume in, never waiting around. Definitely enjoyable. I'll call the 3-bet with the Jack 10 suited, and we have a backdoor straight flush draw. So we'll take one card off. We'll float one card with the 2 over cards, and okay, so that, you know, his 3-bet, that sort of is a good card for him. Okay, we won't try and get fancy. Yeah, we'll just fold. I will fold here. Okay, pocket aces. Okay, I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to go small, but unfortunately nobody has anything, so we just pick up the blinds. The 10s against the cutoff. Definitely going to raise this nice and big because we're out of position. And ideally we don't want it 3-way, so that worked. So that's a good flop for us, but we're going to bet quite big, because if he has any pair, any straight draw, he'll get it in with us, and we should be getting it in ahead, but he didn't. Okay, and we'll 3-bet on the cutoff because we want to get rid of this guy, and we don't have to make it so big. 34, so an extra 21 cents to this guy. And should we limp here? No. Let's just see the next hand, which isn't quite good enough to play. So we took that down on the top right table. King 4 will be folding this probably to any sort of action. And similarly Queen 9, well, maybe not against a button or a small blind. Okay, and this isn't good enough. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a wee look at the top right. So we'll make a call, we miss, and we'll fold King 4. Should we try and do anything fancy here? No, we'll just get the next hand. That's the benefits of Russian cash. You don't have to get involved and put yourself in difficult spots, level yourself. Just get in the spots where you can put good pressure on your opponents. And this one, I'm going to re-raise this one. Basically, because we have a decent hand, but we want to represent higher cards as well. So if the flop comes, yes, right, okay, so we're just going to call now. We'll get the kings in. Okay, and ace-3 offsuit, no. Okay, let's take one card off here, like a 9 or a spade would be nice. Okay, we're going to get it in against Spartab. He's got a similar hand to us, but we have taken the lead on the flop with the clubs. So let's hit a club in the river. Nope. And we have to fold this one now. Wanted a 9 or a spade to continue, but we didn't get one. Okay. Seven, eight suited. Blind on blind. We can limp in, and we can call our raise is fine as well. Okay, and we'll just represent a little, like we got a little piece of that. Okay, ace 9 7 7, not good enough. Okay, ace queen under the gun. Let's raise once. We will fold to a 4-bet. But 4-bet wasn't forthcoming. Okay, queen jack suited. We'll have a look, and okay, I'm gonna check. I was gonna, a king or an ace made us slow down there. I was gonna fire a bet at him to see where we're at. Now I am, because he sort of like hasn't. Okay, king 4 suited. No, I'll just fold that. And 10 9 9 7. It's unfortunate. It's a little early position to be playing around with that. 5 deuce will fold, the 8 deuce off suit will fold, and deuce 10 off, or deuce 10 suited, fold, and 7 3 fold. And okay, we have a slightly better position here, so if Tuzamon doesn't play, we'll get some money in. I think, looking at the VPIPs behind us, 50%, 0%, and 0%, but obviously I haven't had a hand sample with these guys, so we don't know what percentage I have. So if I was going to get calls after, I would think about playing that hand. Okay, ace 8 suited against the cutoff. Let's find out where we're at with a little 3-bet. We block some of like ace high card combinations. Okay, and not having a club in our hand, we'll bet and then continue if he calls. And jack 8 suited, we'll call. We're getting the nice pot odds there. It's like 3.5 to 1 on the top right. So we hit top pair, mediocre kicker. Okay, 4 7 suited. Yep, we're getting 4.5 to 1 almost. So we'll have a look. Okay, and a bet and a call. Time to squeeze. Okay, we'll check. That was an unfortunate turn card. Squeeze worked. Ship it over here, please. Okay, jack 8 off suit. A fold. Deuce 7 suited. Fold. 5 3 suited. Let's see what happens. 9 3 suited. We're going to fold. We'll check progress of our missions. Mission complete. So when you're playing 3 tables on these missions, the thing is, it'll come up on one of them, but if your focus is on a different table, then you mightn't see that the mission's complete. I just had a hunch that would be, so we'll just play out these hands. So this we won't be doing much with. This we'll have one last look at a flop, and it missed us completely. No, let's just take our profit for the day. Let's not try and get fancy by bluffing them off a hand. And here we're just going to fold. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 17.